In a forgotten corner of the countryside, surrounded by emerald hills and whispering woods, lived a poor farmer named Hari. He owned a single acre of land, a dilapidated hut with a leaky roof, and a rusty plow that creaked more than it worked. Yet, what he lacked in wealth, Hari made up for with a heart full of kindness. Every villager knew Hari, not for riches or cleverness, but for the way he gave away what little he had: a bowl of rice to a beggar, a cup of milk to a crying child, and warm stories to those whose nights were cold with worry. But even kindness doesn't fill an empty stomach. One summer, the skies forgot to rain, the fields cracked, the riverbeds turned to dust, and hunger knocked on every door. Hari's crops withered, his debts mounted. The moneylender, a stern man named Rudra, came by one morning. "You have 3 days, Hari," Rudra said, eyes like flint. "Pay what you owe or lose your land." Hari bowed his head. "I understand." That night, as he sat on the porch sipping water and watching the stars blink into the black velvet sky, he saw a figure approach, a frail old man with robes torn and eyes sunken. "I haven't eaten in 2 days, the man whispered. "Can you spare anything?" Hari didn't hesitate. He took the last of his rice, warmed it with herbs, and served it with a smile. The old man looked at him with curious eyes. "Why give when you have nothing?" Hari shrugged. "Because kindness costs nothing, and you look hungrier than I feel." The old man chuckled softly. "What if I told you that tonight you planted a seed more powerful than any crop?" Before Hari could respond, the man vanished into the mist as quietly as he had arrived. The next morning, something strange happened. As Hari walked to his parched field, he saw a single green shoot rising from the cracked earth. It wasn't one of his crops. Curious, he knelt down. The shoot shimmered faintly, almost glowing. By evening, it had grown knee-high. By morning, it had become a tree. Its trunk was golden brown, its leaves silver green, and from its branches hung fruits like mangoes, but glowing softly like lanterns filled with moonlight. Hari plucked one, half afraid. The moment his hand touched the fruit, warmth spread through him. He took a bite. Sweetness exploded on his tongue. Honey, sunlight, rain, and spring all at once. His strength returned. The heaviness in his chest lifted. He felt as if he hadn't toiled a day in his life. Word spread like wildfire. First came the children, then the sick, then the old. Hari, without hesitation, shared the fruits. "Take what you need," he told them all, "but only one each." The villagers recovered. Crops started to grow. Rain returned. It was as if the tree had healed not just bodies, but the land itself. Then came Rudra. He offered gold. "Sell me the tree, Hari. Name your price." Hari smiled politely. "The tree isn't mine to sell. It belongs to kindness," Rudra fumed. "Then I'll take your land." But when he returned with officials, the tree had vanished. In its place, a patch of the most fertile soil anyone had ever seen, blooming with vegetables and herbs and flowers. Hari's farm prospered. He built wells for the village, started a school for children, and set up a shelter for the elderly. Every time he helped someone, something magical seemed to grow back on his land. An orchard, a stream, a grove of healing herbs. Still, no one could explain the miracle tree. One day, a traveler stopped by, a wandering scholar named Anaya. She had heard tales of the golden tree and the farmer who turned dust into gold. "I want to see the tree," she said. "It's gone," Hari replied, "but the story remains." "Then tell me the story," she said, "and I'll find the truth." Hari recounted everything: the hungry old man, the sudden growth, the fruit, and the magic. Anaya sat silent for a long time. Then she said, "What if the tree wasn't planted in your field, but in your heart?" Hari blinked. "My heart?" "Kindness is a seed," she said. "Given in drought, It bore fruit in abundance. Maybe the tree was never meant to be seen, but felt. He thought about that for a long time, and the more he helped others, the more he believed it was true. Years passed. Hari became known far and wide, not as a farmer, but as the giver of green. Leaders visited him for advice. Scientists came to study his soil. Writers penned books about his miracle farm. Yet Hari remained the same, humble, smiling, giving. Then one night, under the same starlit sky, another traveler came to his door. It was the old man, except now he stood straight and strong, robes shimmering like starlight. "You kept the promise of your heart," the man said. Hari recognized the voice. The old man nodded. "I am a messenger of the balance. Kindness is a currency that pays in silence, but yields loudly." He placed something in Hari's hand, a single seed, glowing softly like the fruits of the tree. "Plant this in others," the man said, "not the soil." And he disappeared once again. From that day on, Hari traveled, teaching the power of giving, the miracle of compassion, and the truth that wealth is not what you keep, but what you give.